Hey guys, so I know it's only been a few minutes for you, but I'm gonna pick this video back up from last night. I finished all of my books and I was so tired and tired of talking that I knew I could not get through all of the supplies for this haul. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it one video or two videos. Probably depends on how long all of it is altogether, because I'm not going to go in and edit a whole bunch. I'm just going to stick them together and, call it a day. So, if I keep it as one video, I'm really afraid it's going to be a 3-hour long video. So, just in case this does end up having to be its own video, my name is Brittany. And this is my very, very new, very, very rough adult coloring channel. Coloring through it. Also on Instagram if you want to find me over there. So I'm just gonna go through some stuff that I've bought recently. A whole lot of supplies that I probably didn't need. If I'm being honest. I am kind of a shopaholic, if I'm being honest. Just said that. I also tend to buy things when I'm stressed or sad or happy or mad or any of those emotions. So I'm also very easily influenced. So if I see something in someone's video, I'm like, oh, I want that too. So then I go find it. I have also discovered, kind of rediscovered Shein and Temu, except obviously for art supplies. And I've also finally ordered stuff from AliExpress, which I haven't ever done before. It does take quite a while to get here. I am still waiting on a few things from Shein, which I think are gonna all get here tomorrow, but honestly I'm not gonna hold my breath because I feel like I've had terrible luck lately with things being delivered. So look at me, I'm already 3 minutes in and I haven't even done anything yet. This is my sloth that I painted with my coworkers. I work for a really cool company called Veterans United. We are a pretty big mortgage lender who we primarily work with veterans, active duty and not active duty. And it is absolutely incredible. We do a lot of fun stuff. We get a lot of free stuff, which is really fun, but also they give back to the community so much, and it's honestly the happiest I've ever been in a job in my entire life. I've been there for 4 years as of last month. And I never want to leave. I mean, they just care so much about us as individuals and as people, and it's kind of hard to come by these days. So it's actually kind of a requirement for teams to do team bonding things, activities and fun stuff like that. And last year we went to a place in our town where you basically just pick out an unpainted pottery thing, and then you paint it and glaze it and everything, and then you leave it there with them, and then they fire it or whatever, and then you come back and get it. So we did that, and that was really fun. So I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a planter. I don't have plants. I don't plant things. I would ruin, kill any plant that I would try. So I decided that it would be really cool to hold paintbrushes. Here's all my random, probably Temu paintbrushes that I don't use that often, but yeah, so I thought it was cute. It was really handy actually. So there was a lot of different stuff to pick from. And again, 5 minutes in, still rambling. One of my coworkers, he painted like a dragon, kind of looked like Maleficent vibes. And my boss painted a coffee mug, and she made little like cherries on it, which is funny because I was originally gonna put little tiny strawberries all over the sloth and make like a pattern. But this took me so long that I decided I didn't want to. And I was afraid I was gonna mess it up because I was actually kind of proud of how I did. So, but yeah, this is my little sloth. Thought I'd show something different. Where to even start? Let's see. I guess we'll just kind of jump in randomly. Random Amazon purchases, and then I've got a few things from Blick. I've got a couple of things, I think from like Walmart, and then mostly Temu, not Temu, Shein and AliExpress. So, yeah, we will, oh, and Marshalls and Home Goods. So, we're just gonna start with these two. I know what you're thinking, Brittany, those are the same thing, but one is intended for adults and one is intended for children. Yeah, I know. I have full set syndrome, and it is really bad. So I decided that I needed both of them. Now, are all of the colors exactly the same? No. Some of the names are different. A few of the names are different. Such as, I believe there's no electric lime in the adult version. I think it just has a different name. But these are sort of embarrassing. I most likely have another full set of these somewhere in my office, but they have grown legs and walked away. I cannot find them anywhere. And I have honestly torn this room apart multiple times trying to find them, and I couldn't. So, I have all my broad lines. I have all of my super tips. I have like the pastel set of these, or the colors of kindness set. But I can't find these or the colors of the world set, which is really sad. Because I forgot to order another set of colors of the world. I don't even know if you can actually get them anymore. So, maybe they'll turn up, but I don't use these too often, but I have really enjoyed lately using water-based markers on Creative Haven paper. And I thought these might be nice for like the smaller parts, like super detailed places. These are named, which is why I honestly love these, and the broad tips. And the pipsqueaks, which if you haven't used the pipsqueaks, those are really fun too. Super tiny. They're really cute. They're like this big. They're made for little teeny tiny hands. But, you know. Yeah, so they have names on them. So, they can do that with these. Why can't they do that with the super tips? I'll never understand. I have some paper here. I have them swatched from my last set. But I don't even know where that swatch is anymore, so I'll find it eventually. So yeah, I don't know if you can see how thin that is. So yeah, they mean fine line. It is a really hard tip though. So I would definitely not just like go in, real rough with it. This is pretty thick paper, so it's not gonna hurt it. But these they're nice to have. And I figured if I find the set that I lost, then I'll just have an extra. So yeah, got them on Amazon, super cheap. I think both of them combined wasn't even like $20. So, we love Crayola. I spend so much money on like super expensive art supplies, but honestly, like if a person just had Crayola, I'm pretty sure they would be fine too. So, all right, I'll put these somewhere down here. Okay, next is... Sorry, I'm so unorganized. It's kind of horrible. Next is a little bit fancier, kind of the same thing. The Sakura Koi watercolor brush pens. I saw these on Sparum Studios video, and she was using them in a coloring book and with just Amazon paper, and I was like, wow, those work really well. I kind of have been trying to just buy pretty much any watercolored, water-based marker that I can find, just to like see which ones I like the best. So I bought this little 12 set on Amazon, and because it's me and you know, full set syndrome, just move that out of the way, I immediately turned around and was like, oh, I need all of these. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so looked on Amazon, and they were around $50 for the full set, which there's only 48 of them total. But the shipping, like, it was gonna take like a month to get here, which doesn't really make much sense. So I was like, well, I guess I won't get them. And then I happened to just be on Blick, you know, wandering around as we do, and I decided to look there. So they were the same price, maybe a little bit cheaper. And I got them in about a week, which is kind of typical for Blick. I threw, no, I didn't. I kept the box, but I just moved them here. This is one thing about all the Sakura products, like if you buy like the full set of anything, I have the jelly roll set too, like this, and it comes in this really nice case. So I was definitely not gonna throw this away, but I just couldn't keep it very organized with it, so I'm gonna use it for something else. So just haven't decided yet. But anyway, here they are. It's 48 of them. And we'll do a red. This is just a case that I found on Amazon like a year ago. So they have this really cool, can you see that? Really neat tip. It didn't come with one, but I bought it separately. This like coloring brush pen, it's a blender, but honestly does not blend these very well. And honestly, like, I just prefer to either like put them on a palette and use them like as a watercolor like that, or just like straight coloring with them, which I know does leave streaks, but you know, sometimes I don't really care. But a fellow colorist on Instagram told me that this actually works pretty well to activate, I think it was ink tints. So that's what I use this for now. So yeah, they are really good. I'll show you in my little Five Below swatch book. This paper is kind of rough, so they probably won't look the best, but I really like the nib. Again, you can get like really thin lines. So obviously not great at swatching things. So this is also, congratulations, the first supply haul that I have ever done. I've only done books so far, so now you get to just see me be even more awkward than normal. I know, you're excited, right? So, yeah, 48 colors. I've kind of put them in some semblance of color order. I'm not great at it, but, you know, did what I can. They are all named right here by the barcode. And Blick does sell them open stock. Amazon does too, but it was weirdly expensive for like one. So yeah. If you would like to try them, I would recommend the smaller set from Amazon. This was only like $12. So, you know, just to give them a shot. I did notice that they don't tend to streak as bad on certain papers. Like I said before, Creative Haven paper has worked out really well for me with water-based. So if you want to give that a shot. Alright, I'm just going to start piling things up beside me, and then I'm not going to be able to get out of my chair. So on that same Blick order, actually, now that I think about it, if you spent over a certain amount, which I think was $100, they were supposed to send me a $10 gift card, and I was originally not going to do that because I didn't need a whole lot of other things, but then I was like, you know, why not? But they never sent me the gift card. So I should probably ask someone about that. I haven't opened these yet because I made a little bit of a boo-boo. I love, I know, you're all just like, what is wrong with her? She's just rambling on and on. I don't have a lot of, that one's not even open. I don't have a lot of Poscas, but the ones that I do have are usually what size are they? 1MR size. So they are the super duper ultra fine nib. So yeah. They are really nice, and especially the white one I use like all the time. I just got this one actually with the Blick order. They have a whole pastel set, but I have to get it from the UK, and I just haven't done that yet. But the lavender is really pretty, and I'll show you again if you would like to see it. Yeah, so super pretty color. It works really, really well for doing the glitter, like the glitter effect on pages that people are doing right now. So that's typically what I use them for. But I got that one pen, and I was like, I don't really need anything else. I just wanted to, like, I want the lavender because I like purple. But then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, well, I guess I could probably find some other things to throw into the cart. So I was like, oh, I wonder if there are any other 0.7 sized paint pens that, you know, I could try out. And since I was already getting the Sakura Koi, I was on their section of Blick, and I found this. And it is the Pen Touch, and it's an extra fine point. But when I got it, I was like, this does not feel like it's going to be water-based. And I was correct. Because, you know, it's got that sound to it. It sounds like a spray paint can. And it's a metal. Yeah, so, but it says quick dry, permanent, opaque. If anyone knows or has used them before, can you use oil-based paint pens in a coloring book? Like, is it gonna hurt anything? Because, like, I want to use it. I did go ahead and activate it, and I'll color over this red. It's not as opaque as, like, my white Posca. So, I mean, if I can't use it, no great loss. It smells terrible. It was only like a couple dollars though, so, you know, not like I don't have a million other white pen options, but, yeah, so when I got that one though, I also found this, and I love fluorescent colors, like, absolutely love them. So I was really excited because it's got like this like really bright orange. I don't know if you can see that. A pink, a yellow, and like a corally red color. But when I saw the white one, I was like, well, that's oil-based. So I haven't even opened these yet. Oh gosh. Well, I don't think I can because I think it's taped up. But yeah, also they're all wrapped individually. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep them or if I'm going to, I don't want to send them back. It's a pain. But I might just try and sell them on Marketplace. So, I don't know. And then same haul, last two things that I got, I have been, trying my best to use my pencils more because I got into a little bit of a rut with, that's really ugly to look at, I'm sorry. Got in kind of a rut with my alcohol markers, like only using my alcohol markers, but then I would keep buying pencils and like expensive pencil sets, and then I wouldn't use them. So, I am admittedly not very good at shading over alcohol markers with pencil. I would really love to get better at that. I've watched so many videos. It just doesn't compute in my brain. I don't know why. So I was watching the Coloring Chemist video. I don't remember which one, but she did this whole thing about like what kind of colored pencil blenders like activate best with like different kinds of pencils, and you know, watercolor pencils, not watercolor pencils, ink tints, and then just like all the other brands. And she found that this Holbein melts works really, really well, and can pretty much like blend any pencil other than just the Holbeins. Now, I don't have Holbeins, but I know I've talked to a few of you about Holbeins. And for my birthday to myself in May, I am probably going to buy a set of Holbeins. If, this is contingent upon if I can consistently color with my pencils between now and then. I'm doing okay so far. I have almost finished a couple of different pages with only pencils. I have not used this yet though. And she said that you can use this to refill the pen. And so originally I was just going to get this bottle, but I didn't really want to have to use a paintbrush and all that because I'm lazy. So when she said the pen was refillable and you could just pour that in there when it ran out, I was like, oh, sweet. So yeah, this says achieve watercolor-like effects with colored pencils by using Holbein melts. This was another Amazon. I had just bought these because my Derwent colored pencil blender had run out of solution, water, whatever is inside it. So I found these on Amazon, and they work really well. They have like a brush nib on this side, and then I've used this one, so it's kind of, oh no, it's gonna focus. Yeah, and then it's got this super like fine, like kind of hard nib on the other side. The 2-pack was like $11, I think, which isn't terrible. I don't know how long they're gonna last though. I wanted to get more of the Derwent ones because I love those, and I don't know if anyone has used these, but this is the one I have that's still like got a little bit left in it, but it works really well. But Amazon didn't have them, and either did Blick. So if anyone knows where I can get those, let me know. That'd be great. So yeah, I have this. I also have odorless mineral spirits and an empty Copic, because I heard that you can also use that. Haven't tried that yet. I'm not gonna lie, the odorless mineral spirits that I bought, I'm pretty sure are meant for like cleaning or something. And they're in this like weird like metal tin, and it kind of reminds me of like shop class in junior high. So I haven't really messed with it too much. Also, it really scares me when it's like use in a well-ventilated area and like don't inhale this for too long. So, I mean, I have that too. That is obviously more cost efficient because the empty Copic, you can just pour the odorless mineral spirit in there and you've got just like basically an endless supply, because I got a huge bottle, it's like this big, for like $5. So, but now I have these too, but I will probably save these for when I get Holbeins. I am probably going to order them on eBay because I found the full 150 set for like $275, I think, which I thought was pretty good because I paid more than that for my luminance and my light fast pencils. So, you know, not terrible. yeah. All right. So next in my very random, doesn't make any sense haul, I got these at Walmart. I was walking by the Easter, like Easter basket stuffing section or whatever. I was walking to get dog treats, I think, for my dogs. And I saw these, and I was with my mom, and she was like, oh, those are pretty. So I bought them, but I think I already have them. That's why I haven't opened them yet. I know that I have some S notes, but I don't know that I have these exact colors, and I just haven't looked yet. But they are really pretty colors, and these are chisel tips, which I don't know that the other ones that I have are chisel tips. So maybe they're a little different, but I'm not gonna open them because I don't know, I might be taking them back, but I haven't decided yet. These are basically like the zebra, like midliners that are crazy expensive for literally just being a highlighter. Like, I don't understand why they're so expensive. These are not also very cheap comparatively to, like, you know, a normal, like, big highlighter. But if you have a Walmart near you, the Walmart brand version of their, like, midliner, highlighter, or whatever, it's a pretty big set, and it's like $10. So those are good too. I have those. I'm gonna eventually do a supply video for you guys to show what all I have, but who even knows when that'll happen. So don't get your hopes up. It'll be a surprise if it happens. But yeah. All right. So yeah, those are the Sharpie S notes, and we're just throwing them on the floor at this point. Next is this very, very random tiny little set of pencils that I found at Five Below. I love Five Below. I know I said that earlier with my coloring books. I've gotten quite a few books from there. And sometimes they have great art supplies. They have alcohol markers pretty often. They're kind of like small sets, and one time I went in there and they had like literally hundreds of sets of alcohol markers, and they were like 12 to like 14 in a set, and they had different like color combinations, and I didn't get any of them because I obviously have 9,000 alcohol markers, so I didn't need them. But one thing about Five Below is that, like, it's kind of like the whole, if you see it one time and you don't buy it and you go back the next time, it's probably gone. So, you know, if you see it when you're there, you should probably get it. But yeah, they have really great stuff. I don't think I have any next to me, but I did also just get this from there, which is this cute little palette. I figured I would use it for either like using the water-based markers as watercolors, or, you know, when I attempt to use watercolors, but I just thought it was really cute. And it came with a little paintbrush that fits right here, but I have stuck that somewhere and I don't know where it is. So yeah, they have this little lemon one, and then I think they had an orange one, and this was $5. So yeah, so these pencils, I literally know nothing about them. When I first saw them, it kind of looked like it was like a portrait set because of like these top colors, because you couldn't see the bottom colors. But then when I got home, I was like, oh no, it's just like kind of a random assortment, but it's more like a natural neutral set. I have honestly not even attempted to take them out and swatch them. They have no name, no number. Yeah, they're probably not great. Well, you know. All right. They're not terrible. So, they are kind of soft. They don't break. One thing that's really weird is all of these look exactly like the same color to me. I know they're not, but and really that matches the barrel pretty dang well, if you can see that. So that's cool. Yeah, I think there's 24. I threw the outside packaging away. But yeah, we'll do one more. Yeah, you know, how do they blend? I don't know how to blend very well. Don't judge me. Yeah. I kind of like them. I don't know that I'll use them very often, but, you know, it'd be good to, like, take with you somewhere if you were going and you didn't want to take your pencils, like, expensive pencils with you. So, yep, these were on sale. I think they were $3.25. So, yeah. I'm telling you, Five Below, guys, it's great. My mom hates, honestly, probably really hates the store because every time we go shopping, I make her go in there. And she just looks so lost because she's like, none of these things interest me. But, you know, she tolerates it. Next we'll do this big ol' mess of a collection I've got going on. Remember when I said that I didn't need any more alcohol markers? Well, so when I was at Marshall's, I found these two sets, and they are the Flomo brand, Flomo Creative brand, and I think it was colored by Maya. Had some water-based Flomo markers, and I think maybe at one point had some alcohol markers that were this brand. But I just thought these two were really cool because this is just, it says it's a tonal assortment. I hope I'm not like upside down. That would be hilarious, but also terrible. They do have names. This set is Fine and Chisel. And yeah, so I kind of reorganized them a little bit to make a little more sense for me. It's kind of like greens and then like blues, yellow greens, and then green grays and blue grays. So, they remind me a lot of, well, they're shaped like the Master's Touch from Michaels, or not Michaels, Hobby Lobby. But yeah, it's got a good fine nib on there, and they're pretty juicy, and I really like the little case that they're in. And they were cheap. Yep, it was $12.99. So, I got that one. And then at the same time, I'm kind of always looking for like a skinnier option for like smaller areas in books when I want to use my alcohol markers. And I thought these were so cute. So it's a brush tip, but it's like a skinnier brush tip. And I don't know if anyone has the new Ohuhu Kala. Gosh, I don't remember the name of it. But the new set that they released with like that ultra fine brush nib, that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like skinnier. And then the chisel tip, which is kind of maybe a little bit smaller. Can you even see that? Hello. Yeah, so. But I have used these quite a bit in the color by number book that I've been using a lot lately. It's a Sin Ong color by number fairy book that I got on Amazon. So it's just kind of nice to just have these like tiny sets that I can just quickly pull colors from, and I don't have to like drag out like an entire set of Ohuhus or, you know, Caliards or my Blick markers, because I have all of my markers. They're all in like various bags. Actually like makeup bags for the most part that I found on Amazon. So I am, you know, so I had those, and then I was at Home Goods, which our Home Goods just opened in our town not too long ago. So they have good stuff. So yeah, I was there and I found these two. Oh, dang it. Yeah, so there's 48 in this one and then 36 in this one, which is kind of funny because there are a couple of colors that overlap, but not too many. These are also Fine and Chisel. Ugh. Yeah, so basically the same as the other ones. I kind of liked how the lids were like see-through though. I don't know, I'm weird. They're your same basic colors. They work really well. I have a swatch somewhere. If I find it, I will get it out. But again, I like the cases, so I just grab one of these and use what's in here for pages, which is kind of like a fun challenge sometimes. So, yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's plenty of alcohol markers. Right? Right, Brittany? Right? No. Let me move all these out of the way first. I then was on Amazon, as I do. Like about a month ago, I saw these and I really wanted to get them because they are a fine tip and a brush tip, which is really fun, and that's like my favorite kind of Ohuhu markers, just because those are the two I use. I don't really use chisel tips. But they were like 20 bucks for this set, and there's 2 of them. Okay, so it was described as light colors and dark colors. And I was like, I'm not going to spend $40 on 80 markers, which really isn't that bad. But I was like, I have no idea what this brand is. It's the SAVZJSD. You know, don't really know what that is. Hadn't seen anyone talk about them. The reviews, they were okay. So I just kind of, you know, forgot about them, whatever. And then I was watching Christina's Art Corner, her latest haul, and she had them. And I was like, oh my gosh, someone finally like has these. And it seemed like she liked them. So I went back and looked at them, and they were on sale for $9.99 a piece. So what did I do? I instantly bought them because I was like, ah, sweet, I can get 2 sets. So I got this one first. Let's go this one first, and I really like this little case too that it's in. It's cute. Yeah, which, I mean, when you open that, like, hello, it's gorgeous, right? I did kind of reorganize it a little bit. They don't have names, they just have numbers, which is fine. So they're small though. You've got your fine tip and your teeny little brush tip, which is actually like a fairly decent brush tip. It's not too shabby. So yeah, I got these literally the next day. So I was excited. I used them with a couple different pages. And then I was quickly like, oh my gosh, these are so small. They're going to run out so fast. Because, I mean, if you color an entire page, like, there can't be that much ink in there, right? I was like, oh, well, whatever. And then the next day, the second set got here, and I was like, yay, it's a different box. You know, this one must be the light color, because I could never tell the difference. I was like, I don't know which one's which. So then I opened it. And yeah, they're exactly the same. There's no difference. They're all the same colors. Let's open them up next to each other if I have enough room. Da, da, da. Same colors. Can you see all of those? Kind of, sort of, maybe. Yeah. So I thought about it, contemplated sending them back, but gosh, I hate taking stuff to like UPS or the post office. It's literally like my least favorite thing in the whole world. I'm terrible at remembering to do it. And then I was like, you know, I did really like them, and they are pretty small. So when they run out, at least I have this backup. So that's, yeah. So I don't know why it was advertised they're 2 different colors, because they're not. And I didn't even say anything to Amazon, because I was like, whatever, they were $10 sets. So yeah, those are good. Again, like, if you just need, like, a set to just take with you, I mean, obviously, like, if you have, like, this, that works too. But if you just need, like, a smaller set to grab and take wherever, you know, I think they work pretty well. So, sometimes I also feel like, as often as I color in all of these, like, little cute and cozy teeny tiny coloring books, like, I feel like I am draining my quote-unquote good alcohol markers, which is silly because that's why I have them, right? But, you know, I have, like, my Prismacolor markers, and I have, like, the whole Winsor & Newton set, and I love them so much, but, like, sometimes I'm like, man, I just don't want these to run out, because Prismacolor markers, I feel like you can't even buy anywhere anymore. I see them on Mercari a lot, but other than that, like, Blick doesn't really have, like, they don't have individual ones for sure. They kind of sort of sometimes have a couple of different sets, but for the most part they don't have them. And I mean, I love them because they're also like, ugh. And I feel like no one uses these actually, which is crazy. Ugh, gosh. So yeah, they have that kind of like fine like nib. Ugh, the lids are impossible on these things though. Ooh. And then their brush is pretty similar to a Copic. So it's that like rubber, you know, I don't even know if you can see that, like tip. So, but yeah, they stay next to me on my little cart all the time, so I can just grab them. And then I have like 15 Copics. I don't know. I don't really use those. But, you know, again, I don't know, kind of just like having a cheap little set to, you know, if I run it out on one page, then that's what happens, you know. I've also been blending a lot more and trying to, like, work on, like, getting more depth in my pictures, which I know requires more layers, which requires more ink. So, you know, working to get better at that, too. Sorry, I know that everyone always drinks coffee on these, but, this is my Mountain Dew Zero, and it is my lifeline. So, we have that, and we have my, Circle water bottle. The flavor I have right now is Flight Shutout. It's kind of like grape, Gatorade. And then I got these stickers on Temu, and I thought they were very cute, so, yeah. Random tangent, but alright. We are already at almost an hour, guys. But I don't actually have that many left, so not doing too bad. The next is another set of alcohol markers. I know you're so surprised. I know. Yeah, so this monstrosity is 168 markers, and it's one of those probably white labeled, get this out of the way, like white label sets, but when I saw them, the colors are actually quite different than like your typical. They're kind of more like, they're more like an earth tone to them. I've reorganized them. Sorry if it's all in there. I've probably cut off so much stuff in this video. I'm so sorry. One of these days I'll learn. So like, let's use this one as an example. So this is Nora brand, and I've seen a lot of Nora stuff on Shein. So I kind of liked this little like grippy thing on the lids too. They're a fine point and a chisel, which I know, you know, not everybody loves, but I really like fine points, so I don't mind coloring with them. Yeah, so this whole thing was, I think, around $40 on Amazon. So if you're looking for, you know, just like a easy set to throw in your cart, comes in this nice bag. So that's cool. I mean, everybody's seen alcohol markers, so I'm not going to bore you with trying to swatch all of them and everything. But this next set, the two that I have left are both alcohol marker sets. One I absolutely love, and one I cannot stand. So, we will do the one I can't stand first, because I honestly just don't even want it near me. Alright. This came from Shein. And so far, I have had fantastic luck with Shein and my art supplies. I mean, honestly, like, we all order the Languo gel pens from Shein, right? Or Temu, whichever. And, you know, like, there's a ton of really good stuff. And this one was on sale. I'm not gonna lie, I liked the packaging. I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't know. Liked how it's just this little box, and the colors looked nice. So here they are. They are a brush and chisel tip. Says Pro Color Marker Plus, new sign. So there's your chisel. It's a decent chisel. And then you have your brush. Now, I know what you're thinking. Brittany, they look like normal markers. Why do you hate them so much? Well, friends, I always swatch my markers with like using the chisel tip because I don't feel like wasting the ink just for a swatch chart. So like I didn't even use the brush nibs on these until maybe like a couple days later. And when I tell you this is the worst brush nib I have ever seen in my entire life, I'm not lying, because it is like so soft. Now it does say soft tip markers on the box, so they were not lying, but like you cannot like I don't know. It just like, it's so soft and squishy that the ink just like goes everywhere. And I just feel like I have absolutely no control whatsoever of it. It's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, and then I was using these on a page, and I think it was the French Vermilion or the orange, one of the two. And I hadn't even used it that much, and like, look at that. Like the top of the nib is like already bent. Like after one use, it's terrible. So yeah, if you're on Shein and you're looking around, do not get these markers. Which, it is a bummer though, because the colors are pretty. I mean, like, I don't know. I'll use them just because I have them. And I'll probably just use the chisel tips for the most part. But yeah, I was really disappointed. So that was a bummer. Not gonna dilly-dally too much on them though, because honestly they're not worth our time. The next set though, I got Monday, I think, is when they were delivered. And I'm trying to find the swatch chart. But I don't think I have it. I got these Monday, also from Shein. And I have seen these around TikTok, and a few people on Facebook and Instagram have them, but this is the Chen Rui, I probably said that wrong, set. I'm pretty sure there is a bigger set, but this is the 120. It was the only one I could find on Temu, or Shein, sorry. And I love these. The colors are so pretty. Get my terrible scratch paper over here. I used these on a recent page that I just posted on my Instagram from Dreamy Days. And I love the nib, the brush nib. Very similar to an Ohuhu. They kind of look like an Ohuhu if you're just kind of like glancing at it really quickly. And there's the chisel. It is like that skinnier chisel, which I actually kind of like. So you can do like really fine lines with it. Or, you know, your usual. This is probably ruining it. Oh, that's not terrible. So, 120 markers, and it was $17, I think, maybe. The prices change all the time on Shein, so, I mean, I wouldn't even know. They also, like, the listing, like, they don't stay up, so I couldn't really, like, post, like, a link or anything, but if you just search this brand, you'll find them. Really like the fluorescence in this set. So, if you like a bright color like I do, 10 out of 10 recommend these. So these also stay in my little mess that I have underneath my desk because I don't have to get up to get them. But one thing is that they don't stay in the little slots very well in the case. So they kind of like, I spent forever reorganizing them, and then I literally like, because I keep my markers on the side, I turned them over and then I just heard all of them just like fall out. So might want to watch out for that. But alrighty. Next, we have everybody's favorite brand of acrylic markers. Oh gosh, everything's falling. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so we all have these sets, right? I talked about it earlier. I think about how I have ended up with 4 sets of these. Yeah, I know. So yeah, we have those, which is the free ink system. Everybody loves them. These are also free ink, but they are dual tipped. And so there's 2 different colors. One and then the other. Which obviously means that they're not going to have as much ink in them. But honestly, it's fine. Because I have so many. But I thought it'd be cool to have like 2 close colors like that. Plus, the brush is a little bit smaller than the others. But I mean, you still have that like awesome, oh, excuse me, like the same guangna quality. I mean, you love it. Like, they're so good. Yeah, so I like the 2 colors, you know, they kind of go together so you can blend. And it still shows, my gosh, sorry. Still shows how much ink is in both of them. So I haven't really tested to see like, oh, not me just hitting you. I haven't tested to see how long they last because I haven't had them for very long. But I think you can get these on Amazon too if you just search for guangna acrylic markers, because they're literally everywhere. They have, this is the biggest set. It's 168 or 84 actual markers. They have like a 12 set, 24, 48, and then I think 96, and then this one. So I mean, they are also the same colors as like the big sets that we all have, the one I just showed you. They're all the same colors. So, and then on the back there's a little picture. I don't think these came with a swatch chart, which I think is why I haven't used them yet, because I haven't swatched them yet, because I kind of don't feel like I need to, because I've swatched the other ones. But I also probably need to find a better way to keep them, because like you cannot just like get in here and like find what you're looking for, because it's literally like, it's just a big box and they're just crammed in here. So I like the box, it's pretty. And honestly, I'll probably keep it to keep like extra like gel pens or something in, but it's too full for like, you can't just like pull out a color and use it. So, oh, this is really cool though. Like, you can actually see the difference in colors in that one. So that's cool. Yeah, my goal is to also start using, or working in more of my Color by Number Disney books. So now I have plenty of acrylic markers to use. So, we will put this down here. And, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, why is this so nerve-wracking? What's next? Oh, I guess we'll do these. These are from AliExpress, and I'm trying to find the other thing to compare it to. Talking to myself. I was in here. Dang it. No. Dang, guess it doesn't. Now, I don't know if you recognize these or if they look familiar to you. Yes, they do look like the Pentel, what is it, dual metallic brush, something or the other markers, right? I have one of those. I have the black one, which is really like it's like a red, like it's not black. I have one of those and it was so expensive, and I like don't use it because I don't love that color, but I was not going to spend that much on like individual glitter markers. Crazy. So I just haven't had them, but I was looking around AliExpress and I saw these, and they came in a two pack of 4. So there's 8 total. They did, I think, send me an extra silver on accident because I think I'm supposed to have a black, but I have 2 of the silver. Now, I did tell them, so I will probably end up getting a refund on them. But honestly, I don't really mind because I have that Pentel black one, which is fine. But this is how they come in this little thing, this little packaging. It's the same like pump, kind of like the Sim Tap by Artex. It says that it is a bright metallic glitter ink, strong water absorption, flowing mixable color, fantastic visual effects. So this is Shein's, and I have some gel pens by them that I really like. Yeah, there's, you know, like there's some on Amazon too by this brand. So I don't think these are on there, but for 4, it was like $5 for 4 of them. So that's a heck of a lot better. So I did swatch them, and I left this one in the package just so you could see it, but I took the rest of them out. So the 2 sets it came in were like this, except there should be a black, and then you've got your other ones over here. Did think it was kind of weird there wasn't like a red, but I guess that black one would probably end up looking red. And here are the swatches. I did swatch both of those because I thought maybe that they would end up being different, but I don't know if you can even see the glitter, but they're the same. 7 and 8 are the same, but they are so pretty. I love them. So, but yeah, they are like the real brush, kind of like with the bristles. So, whoops. So if you're like me and you don't want to spend that much on the Pentel ones, these are definitely an option. So just got those today. I was very excited to come home because all of my AliExpress stuff has been going on a lovely adventure around the US because the post office is crazy right now. So we are getting towards the end, kind of, and we're almost to an hour. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Now I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to keep these, because I don't know if you're supposed to store them like horizontal or, you know, like brush tip down. So we're just going to leave them up here for now. Now, the most exciting part of this haul is my ridiculous amount of Languo products that I have bought recently. So we all know the normal ones, which I will pull mine out to show if I can find them. Oh, so this is my very cute llama case that I keep them in. So here they are. Whoops. I have them all organized. I kind of mixed up the different sets. Ooh, I have one missing. I wonder where that one is. I mixed up all the sets to put them in like a color order. But then like the newer sets, like the newish ones that have come out, I've just kind of like tacked into the back here. But I mean, we all love these, right? I literally have 3 sets of every one of these because I'm like, oh, what do I do when they run out? And I'm probably going to get another set because they're always on sale on Temu. So if you're still looking for them and you're okay with buying them on Temu, yeah, they're super cheap. For 126 colors, I think it's like around $30 and you can normally get a coupon. I know not everyone likes Temu. I understand. I really do. Amazon does have these now though, and you can get 2 packs. So you can get, it's like a random assortment, but I know like they have like the warm yellow and like the red lipstick sets together, and it's like $8. So you're spending like $4 per pack, which I mean, it's not as good of a deal. But almost all of them, at least on Amazon US, are like next day shipping or sometimes same day shipping. So if you're just like super anxious to get them, or like maybe you run out of one and you just like really need that color to finish whatever you're doing, it's an option too. AliExpress obviously has them. They have like that big fancy case now that I know some people have with like the 99 colors. So yeah, so I have those, right? We all love them. And then not too terribly long ago, I was looking around and I found these guys. I was like, holy moly, glitter, because that's, you know, like all the other ones are matte and we don't have glitter. So obviously I had to get them, right? Because, you know, we love them. Look at them. They're beautiful. I don't know if you guys have seen them, and I don't. Yes, I do have them swatched. Hold on, let me find my swatch book. I just put it down and now it's gone. It's gone forever. Why am I so... Oh, here's... I'm so sorry. Here is my original swatch of just the normies, you know, like all the different packs. And then... here are the swatches for these. So, you have to use Google Translate to figure out what the names of them are. They do have names. I think under here, like, I think that's the name. I didn't translate the names because they do all have numbers, which is super, super nice. So, that's cool. I'm not going to open those because that's my extra set. Languo also makes pin packs, like pin holders, which is what this is. I could honestly do an entire video about this brand because I am like such a flippin' fan. So this is how this case is. These pull out like that. And yeah, so here's all the glitter ones. Yeah, so they all have numbers on the bottom. And they're really cool. Some of them are kind of like the dual hybrids, like that, like kind of color shifting thing, like where they look different on like black paper. Some of them are just straight glitter. A few of them are just kind of like shiny. I wouldn't call them like glitter. Like, I mean, I guess they are glitter, but like these, like they're really kind of subtle glitter. So, and this one too, but I mean, these pastels are so pretty. Yeah, I love them. So, this Magical Girl set, which is this one, is probably my favorite. Because it's like, I mean, it's like a rainbow. So, love those. Yeah, I don't even... I have 3 sets of these because they were recently on sale. So... Am I crazy? Yes. Do I care? Well, also yes, but no. So yeah, I have those. They're fantastic. So of course, what do? I keep looking around AliExpress. And I found these. Oh, not that one. This one goes with the regular set, and it was like a last like edition, and it says sketch color. That is random because it's only 6 colors and not 9. and it was a lot cheaper. It took me a little bit to find, but it's just blacks and some grays. So, you know, just some normal colors. The black works really well to like fix like a boo-boo. Like if I go over the line on something. You know, it also probably work really well. If you've seen that embroidery trick that people are doing on Instagram to like cover those lines, like that would work really well too, I bet, with this, because they're super fine point. So yeah, so there's that one. And then found these guys, and I'm missing 2 of them, so they're somewhere in here. I just don't know where they are, so let's get them out of here. So we have these 2. So this is the calligraphy set. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. They're so pretty. They're matte. These like really earthy toned colors. So these are so pretty. I'm using them right now on a page in a book. Oh, it's this one right here. Hang on. Sometimes I just pick up a random book and just start like random pages that I probably would never color. Ah, there it is. So this is using the glitter pens, and then I've started to use these 2 sets of the matte colors. So I just need to finish it. But yeah, so you can see such good coverage. They're just incredible, and I love the size of them. Also, this book's really cute if you like, you know, kind of women power kind of thing. But yeah, so love those colors. And then, so these were separate, and then again, I was watching Colored by Maya, and she found the white set, the gold set, and a black set, and a silver set. I have these 2 somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So we'll just pull out the single ones. And up until now, I have only used, other than like occasionally having to use like a jelly roll just because it's what I had near me, but like I literally only use the Signo like broad uniball gel, like white pens for my accents, and I go through probably 1 of these a week, so I just buy them in bulk on Amazon. So like here's a 10-pack. Love them, right? So when Color by Maya was like, this is like one of the best white pens that I have seen, kind of, I think that's what she said. I might be paraphrasing. I was like, what? Nuh-uh. But then I was like, well, everything else is so great, so, you know, like, it might be. So, here's some black paper. And, again, like, these have the, like, thicker, like, 1mm nib. And, yeah, look at it. I mean, I'll compare it to my Uniball. No, it's not that one. This one I think still has some in it. Like I said, I use them all the time, so this one's like almost gone. But he's a little scratchy because he's almost empty. So, I mean, I still love these, obviously. Like, I'm gonna use them all the time. But look at, like, can you tell the difference? Because they're pretty much identical, and there's so much ink in these things. Like, it's insane how much ink is in one pen. So, and that was my problem with the Uniballs, because I can fly through one in like no time. So, Colored by Maya. Oh my gosh, have I been saying her channel name wrong this entire time? Colored with Maya. Maya, anyway. Thank you. You're not gonna watch this. You don't like long videos. But yeah, so thank you so much for finding these because I absolutely love them. So, you know, I'm hoarding them too, just like I do everything else. There's those, and then the black, the gold, and the silver. Now, I don't use black gel pens for a lot of things. I have been using them to just write stuff and just like, you know, when you need to just like write things. Why can't I find paper? Because the black's not going to show up on a black paper, Brittany. So, it's the same as the white. I mean, it's so good. Look at it. Crazy. I mean, they are kind of like acrylic gel pens. That's literally, I think, what the package says on most of them. So, I mean, obviously they're going to be like super opaque because they're, you know, kind of the sort of same as the acrylic markers. So there's the black one and the white one. Putting them back in their homes before I lose them. And then the gold and silver will go back to this paper. I haven't used these a whole lot, and I just got the silvers today. So, because for whatever reason, they were sold out for like a long time. There's the gold. And the silver. So, yeah, they're really pretty. And again, I usually use the Uniball gold and silver. Ah! Where are you? Oh, I sound like a Blink 182 fan. This one will work. It's a little bit different, but like here's the Uniball. And here the Uniball. Now, I mean, these two are flipping amazing, right? Again, I have like a whole hoard of these two, but I mean, considering how cheap they are for a 6-pack, I think they were like $2. So, you know, it's hard to say no when they're like pretty much exactly the same. So, and they come out so smooth, like they never, like, you don't ever get like the track mark or whatever like you do with some gel pens. So, there is that. We're almost to the end, my friends. Which, it's already 9 o'clock. Holy moly. Oh yeah, and these cases. They also now have bigger sized ones for the next thing I'm going to show you. I don't have any of those big size cases yet, but these cases are also really cheap on Temu, Shein, etc. And I like the compactness of them. So there's that. And then there's more. Because there's always more. Last weekend, actually. So it hasn't even been that long since I ordered these, and they got here today. I was just looking around AliExpress again, and I found these. Now, they're the same colors as our OGs. You know, the ones we all have. But they're bigger. They're like the plus size, like these, or like the glitter ones. There's only 54 colors as of right now, because I do check daily to see if any more of them get added, because I'm a lunatic. I'm crazy, honestly. Because I'm like, oh, I want the rest of the colors now. So I'll find them when they're available. I will find them and I will tell you. Even if you do not care, I will still tell you, because my husband gets very tired of me talking about art supplies to him because he doesn't care. So, you're who I'm going to talk to now. So congratulations. I bought 3. I bought 3 packs of them. This pack, another pack that's over there, and well, this pack that I have already swatched and put into one of the cases. So here they are. Stunning, am I right? And here are the swatches. I intentionally printed a bigger one in hopes that I can fill it whenever they come out with the rest of them. They go down like acrylic paint markers, and it's insane. I mean, like, look at it. Words. Like, I have done. And this set, the dopamine set, 10,000% my favorite. Look at how bright they are. Look at that neon green. They're so pretty. This is like the perfect Barbie pink. Can you see that? It's so pretty. So, I mean, I honestly do think it's the same ink that's in the other set, but because of that bigger nib, I mean, the ink almost like pours out of them. It's crazy. Obviously you don't have the control that you would have with like the like needle point, like fine tip. Which, I mean, you know, like they're both going to serve a purpose, obviously. But oh man, I was so excited. I was literally like yelling. I was home alone, thank God, because that would have been embarrassing. But I was so excited. I was like jumping up and down. Why am I admitting this to people on the internet? Why? I don't know. Here we are. But yeah, so I printed out a bigger one. So Languo, if you're watching my video, which obviously you are, because I have so many followers. So many. The ones that are here, thank you, by the way. Love ya. Yeah, so Languo, if you're watching, I need the other half of the set in the plus size. Also, if you want to like throw a sponsorship at me, or you know, like we can collab, I would do that for you because I love you. I love you so much, in fact, that I have something else. Doesn't ever stop. Kinda. Eventually. These are, I mean, they're incredible. I just got these yesterday. I did swatch them, and then I immediately messed up the swatch, and it looks really ugly, so I don't want to show you. Because I smeared it because I didn't wait for them to dry. I don't know how many of us have the jelly roll souffles. Hold on. Oh, I have one more thing to show too. Hold on. This is my jelly roll set with the most beautiful case in the entire world that I can no longer find. Souffles right here. So, I mean, we all have these, right? Maybe some of us. And they're like 3D, you know, like whenever they dry like raised a little bit. I honestly, like, I don't use these enough. Like, I don't use this set at all, really. I just like looking at it. I have other jelly rolls. But once I put them all in here and it's so pretty, I'm like, oh, look at all of them together. I'm just kidding, I do use them, but it makes me sad when I do. But the souffles are harder to find than the other jelly rolls, and they're expensive, which I get, you know, most, oh gosh, what is that? Most Sakura things are expensive, right? I mean, Japanese, oh gosh, sorry, I'm shaking my entire desk. Most Japanese stationery products are more expensive because they're really good quality. So, but, yeah, then I found that Languo makes their own 3D jelly pins. Okay, they're souffle pins, let's be honest. There's these 3 sets. I don't think as of right now there's any more. I'm not going to swatch all of them because we don't need to be here for another hour. I'll just show you. They are kind of triangular, which is fun. They say 3D jelly. I don't think, and I haven't been able to really tell, but I don't think they have, this does say B, but they don't have, they have numbers on the package, but they're all, oh, well, that's different. Hold on. Okay, so the different sets have different numbers on them. So like this set, which I think is called the cream set, has this D0230. This one is the vibrant set, I think. It's D0229. So, yeah. I'll swatch this purple because they're so pretty. Yeah, it's got this fun little like diamondy looking cap. It does have the 1mm with like the ball, and the ball is kind of like you push it down. I don't know if you even know what I'm talking about. Can you even see? It's just my hand. Yeah, so they come out really well. You have to press down a little bit to like kind of activate that ball. So, I mean, like, they're so pretty. They take a while to dry, which is how I messed them up last night when I was swatching them. So, just kind of let them sit for a little bit. Yeah, so that's the vibrant set, the cream. Now, I can't say that, like, souffles aren't ever super, like, 3D to me anyway. Like, they don't look super raised. You can tell. I didn't get enough ink on that one, but, like, this paper is also soaking it up, which is weird. But, so yeah, here's the cream set. I have terrible handwriting. Yeah, this paper soaks it up, so if you have other paper, I don't think it will be as bad. But you can definitely tell that it's raised when it dries. And it has that, like, kind of tacky, like, plasticky kind of feel to it, which I really kind of like. And I thought it would be cool, since it's almost summertime, to use them on, like, inflatable, like, the pictures of, like, swimming pools and stuff. Like, inflatable things. Or, like, transparent, inflatable, like, pool floaties. I just said that. But, I don't know. This color set especially, because those are so pretty. And then we'll do this one. And this is 0231. So there might be more colors or more sets, but I looked all over and I just saw these 3. So there's that. And I think this was the natural or neutral set, I believe. Yeah, there's those 3. I also have more coming tomorrow, so if I do get them, I think tomorrow, maybe. They might be lost, honestly, because I ordered them, like, forever ago. And they're more of the normal, like, this size that we're used to, but I think they're glitter. Or at least, it said shiny effect, so I don't really know what they do. So hopefully I get them. If I do, I will maybe do, like, a reel on Instagram. Not, like, a whole video, because you don't want to listen to me talk again for another hour and a half about gel pens. If you do, thank you. But I understand if you don't. Oh, I need that again. I'm losing my mind. Okay, so we have 2 more things. The last of my Languo stuff for right now, at least until the other stuff gets here, is this bad boy, which I know what you're thinking. Here are the Languo acrylic markers. They are the same colors as... Ooh, there's a glare. I'm so sorry I didn't take the plastic off. I have another set to show as an example, so I don't have to open these, though. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be trapped in this desk forever because I have so many things piled around me. I'll show this one. It's back in the box. But yeah, they have every color, like every set that the full 126 set has. Except for like the highlight set. They don't have like the metallic, I don't think. And I don't think I have a white. Oh, yeah, I do. I have a white in this one, which is the gray-brown series, but I don't think there's any metallics, which is fine, because metallic acrylic markers don't really show up that well. Oh, no! No, I didn't. Okay. Again, this is my spare set. Really, I got it, though, because this colorful black wasn't in the set that I had previously. So, and I really love those colors. So that's why I got another set, because it was like cheaper and easier to just like get a whole set versus like buying the single pack, which doesn't make any sense at all. Not cheaper, but easier for sure, because some of the sets are just not available all the time. Here's the dopamine set, which is honestly my favorite of like all of them. We'll do this one. Oh, there are metallics. I'm such a goober. I don't think I've used these. Let's test them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so there are some differences in colors with the dopamine compared to the dopamine in, oh, well, that's not the right one, in the regular like gel pen set, but whatever. So these you do have to shake, but you don't have to activate them. They are the, well, you can't read it, but kind of that same free ink system like the Guangnaz. Here you can kind of see like the paint in there. They don't feel like they have a whole lot of paint in them, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, for the price that they are, also they're not quite as opaque, but that's also like a really dark color. So, I mean, that covers right up. So, they are decent. Plus, these are like the neon colors, which are never going to be like as opaque. So, we will try out this gold and silver that I didn't know existed. It's exciting. They also have full like boxes now too that you can get that are kind of like the box that the Guangnaz are in. That like have them all together instead of all these little packs, which if I hadn't already bought this box, I would have done that just to have like a better organization method, because right now I don't have any way to keep them. So there's the metallic silver, and here's the gold. So those are pretty, those are decent. This paper's terrible, but it soaks them right up. But yeah, so that's cool. That's the last thing we just watched. These are still a little pricey, and I mean, most of the sets of metallic markers are still pretty pricey, unless you get like the cheap brands on Amazon, which those work, you know, fine too. I have a couple different sets of like the, you know, budget brands. That's all I ever say. Yeah, so, I mean, they all work really well too, but these are still a little bit pricey, and honestly, if it wasn't me, I probably wouldn't have bought them. I haven't used them a whole lot yet, but, you know, I like that the colors match, so that, like, if I am doing a page with both of them, or, like, a color by number, and, like, one of the spaces is a lot smaller, and I don't want to, like, go over the line, I can use the gel pen instead of, like, the paint pen, you know, so I like having that, kind of option. Okay, so my last thing, and then I'll leave you guys alone, and get on with my night. And by get on with my night, I mean go to bed because it's already 9:15. I didn't buy all of these this month. I sort of kind of completed my collection. Kind of. Is this recording? Oh my gosh. Okay, yes it is. I already had the Stabilo 88s and the Stabilo brush set. So, like, here's the brush. So, I love, they're water-based markers. I love the size of these. They only have 30 colors of the, like, full 65, I think, is the full set. But they only have 30 of the brush so far, which I really hope they make the rest of because, like, I love them. And then you have the 68, which is kind of like a fine, like a bullet nib kind of. And I did not have the fine liners. Because honestly, I was like, I don't really use fine liners all that much. And then, again, I know I sound like a creepy stalker, but I was watching one of Maya's videos and she talked a lot about using fine liners, like, to add, like, extra shadows and stuff on her pages. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And so I got out, like, the few, I think I have, like, Stedler, like, the Tri-Plus ones or whatever. And I tried it and I was like, whoa, that is actually really fun. So, you know, it's me. I had bought the 68s forever ago and they were just, like, sitting in this little container on one of my shelves for, like, ever. I hardly ever used them. And then, you know, I decided, what's a better thing to do than, you know, just buy more of the same thing, basically. So I did. I got the whole set of the 88s, not the 68s, 88. And that is the fine point. And I don't know if you guys like Stabilo or not, but I love them. I have the full set of their highlighters, and then I have, like, these highlighters, which are like this, like, chunky little chisel. I am tomorrow actually buying on Mercari a set of the chalk pastel pencils, the Carbthellos, I think is what they're called. And I really want the woody, like the 3-in-1, like, watercolor pencils, like those little chunky ones for, like, kids. Really want those. And then there's another channel that I watch, but I don't remember the name of it. She uses the Stabilo Power fiber tip markers, I think, and really likes them. So I'm probably going to get those too. They're really cheap, and they're like the kids line of Stabilo, and there's only like 15 to 20 colors, I think, but it's just your typical, like, fine. Can you see that? Yeah, just like your little fine point nib right there. They work really well. You can also leave the lids off of these suckers for, like, weeks and they won't dry out. Also, they last, like, years. So, yeah, I put them all together in this case, and luckily, you know, so Stabilo, if you're also watching this video, which obviously you are, can you just go ahead and make those other 35 brush tip markers, please? Because my case is like it doesn't look even, you know, because you got like 2 and 3 and 3, you know. But I have room in here for when you do decide to make the brush in the other ones. So, yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great. Thank you. Much appreciated. Also, love your stuff. Again, if you want to collab, I'm always here. I don't have a life. So, yeah, and then the neons are some of my absolute favorite neons because, holy moly, obviously they make highlighters, so I mean, they're really bright. And then I, like, flippin' ran out of room at the end and had to, like, smush these 4 together, which is fine because I don't think they'll make brushes in the neon colors, so it's whatever. But yeah, that, my friends. Oh, if you wanted to see the like Stabilo Boss highlighters, like they look like this, and they are refillable and they are numbered. Stabilo, this is their like numbering system, so I think they would match like the colors of their other stuff. I know it's kind of weird, but I love coloring with these because they're super transparent, and I mean, yeah, they streak if you're not too careful. But I'm using all of these right now. That's where that pen went, guys. I found it. I'm using all of these on a mandala right now. So, also this little case, since we're here, came with my Altenew alcohol markers that I am absolutely obsessed with. They have a kind of like the rubber Copic style nib. Ooh, and a fine point, because you know that's my jam. But they all came in little sets. I can't get this lid back on now. Ugh. In these little like containers, so there's 2 of them. And heck if I know where the other half is. But I was like, oh, that might be useful, so I just keep my like what I'm working on in there now. So like there's my random artifact marker that I'm using, and then all of my Stabilo swings, which they're the same colors as like the full range of the Boss ones, but yeah. So those are fun. I'm gonna put this back before I lose it. Okay, guys, I think this is the end. I think you've seen everything. Not that I have, just everything that I have right now. Now I have to put my office back to, well, kind of back together. As back together as I can, because it's a mess. I have to put all this stuff away now that I dragged out to do this video. So, I'm gonna go do that while I smush these videos together from last night and tonight. It is gonna be like 4 hours long though, so I might just split them in half, or you know, like just post them separately. I don't know if I'll put them up at the same time though, because if I do, then I feel like one or the other or both are not going to get watched. Because I know like an 1.5 hour long video is, you know, cool and edgy, but like a 4 hour long video is a little much. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But today's my Friday, and I am off for the next 4 days. So, does that mean I will get coloring done? Hopefully, but probably not. I still have some fun buddy colors to do that I need to finish before the end of the month, which I am slowly running out of time. I need to finish things like this. Spoilers. Yeah. I'm gonna try and work on this weekend, maybe. So, I'm using Prismacolors and Toolie paint pens, which I know we all know what Toolie are, but those. Prismacolors, Toolie. I went ahead and did all their skin all at one time because I would forget what I was doing. And then I think I'm gonna use this is Luminance pencils. Can you even see that? Yeah. Luminance, and just like blended with that blender pen that I showed earlier. I don't love this yet, so I need to add something to it. I'm still working on figuring out how to work a pencil. So, you know, I like how their skin looks because I used Prismas. So, you know, those work great. But I just kind of wanted to try something a little different for the dresses. And then I thought I might do something different for like the curtains and stuff. I might use some of these Languo gel pens because I don't know that I can do this whole thing with pencils. So, yeah, there's my nice whip that you get to see. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to end this now because my internet will take 75 days to upload this video. So, hopefully you had fun hanging out with me and all of my stuff. If you want to, you can like, comment, subscribe, show your friends. You know, there's this crazy lady on the internet that keeps talking about gel pens. You know. So yeah. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, if you're not still here, I 10,000% understand. Totally get it. Yeah, so I will see you next time. My next video, I promise, will be something other than a haul video. I am still really self-conscious about like coloring in front of people and like someone watching me color, but we're gonna try and get over that. So I'm going to do my husband's already home. He went to trivia and he's home already. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do like a color along kind of situation. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I am gonna end now because I'm tired. All right, I will see you guys later.